Welcome everybody to the next normal. I'm your host, Sister Jenna. I wanted to share with you the power of silence. I have found that when I practice it, I'm in my deepest place of truth. And you go through various phases, on the spiritual journey and just in life in general. If you observe yourself, you'll go through various stages. There are some moments when things just go right. Everything is perfect. And there are some moments when it feels like it rains, like it's just constantly upon you. Challenges, obstacles, blockages, situations, relationships are failing. Your health is failing. The money's not coming through. Just one thing after another. But then there are those moments when everything is just right. Relationships are great, money is great, your health is great, your mind is great, and you're in a quiet place. And what I mean by a quiet place, there's a kind of a self-contentment. There's a contentment, there's a fulfillment in you. And from that place of inner fulfillment, you deal with your relationships, you deal with your health, you deal with your money, you deal with things all around you from that inner place of silence. When people hear silence, they think it's an absence of sound. In our tradition of the Brahma Kumaris, silence is much deeper than an absence of sound. Silence is an absence of impure thoughts, negative thoughts, waste thoughts, unnecessary thoughts. But you're still thinking. There are thoughts that are flowing through your consciousness. You wake up in the morning and you have a thought of the things that will get accomplished for that day. Or a lack of silence is you wake up in the morning and I don't want to go to work today. I just want to stay in bed. And then you can feel the responsibility of work is pulling you, because you have bills to pay. But then you're like, oh, I'm so tired, I just want to stay here. I just want to sleep, I don't want to do anything. And you start to find that you're becoming very peaceless. So that's not even giving you the rest that you think you want for yourself, because now you're not contented. Your responsibility is pulling you, but your laziness is also pulling you. You can see it from your thoughts. And you're not still, you're not at peace, you're not in silence. But when you really connect to your greatest calling and purpose, which really is birthed from the seed of the pure thought in you, you are a very peaceful, quiet person moving along in life. There is something I'm observing. It's like each soul has a purpose for being here. And when you can tap into that stream of thinking, when you can tap into that stream of doing that's connected to the quality of that thinking and the intent of that thinking, and the truthfulness of that action, you're in silence. There's no waste coming out of you. You're doing what you're supposed to do. I take you back to that period in your life when everything is going right. You are not wasting your thoughts or your mind. You're not peaceless. You're in the flow. It's flowing. Your heart is in it. Your mind is clear. Your body is healthy. Your relationships are working. That's your power of silence. I know many of you might not believe that. But when you enter into that realm, that state of mind, that state of consciousness, there is a silence that travels with you. It's an expression of contentment. It is a gentle force. It is wisdom in action. It is power in action. It is joy. It is clarity. You can trust that energy. And then you have another part of you that struggles. It's not peaceful. One side wants this in you. Another part of you wants this. They both don't match. And they get into this tug of war and nobody goes anywhere. Nobody's accomplishing anything. You don't feel at peace. You're complaining, criticizing, judging. There are no positive thoughts or words or ideas or intent. It's just a struggle. You don't know what to do. You don't feel there's anyone around who can really guide you, who really knows you. They know a part of you, and that's mixed with their own understanding of things. And you're in a state, because you're into this stuff, you're so peaceless inside. You don't even know what's next. But in the teachings of Raja Yoga meditation, it says, take a breath. Consider yourself a soul, as being of light, infinitesimal, pure and peaceful being. That's who you are. And then remember God in that state, the one who's the ocean of love, the supreme energy that is a thought process. I, the soul, am pure and peaceful. I know it. And I want a companion who has that, but even more. And which soul in the world do you know at this time is filled with peace and the power of silence, as per the way I've defined silence? Which person in the world do you know is like that? So even if you grab them to be a companion for you, okay, great. How many of you actually know someone who is genuinely like that? And so in the teachings of Raj Yoga, the first thing I have to do is to remind myself of who I am. I'm a peaceful, pure, loving being. I am that. I am pure and peaceful, and God, Baba, is the ocean of peace. I want that friend. I want that companion with me. I want to be around an energy that keeps uplifting me. That's Baba. It's Baba. And the more you keep remembering that source, you'll just be guided. And you'll feel a different level of stillness in you that makes sure everything is in order, everything works out, everything will be fine. Even if an obstacle comes, your connection to Baba and that inner stillness will give you such an instant clarity. You'll know what to do. So here's our meditation and our assignment. And the assignment is to connect to the source. That's where your silence comes from. It's from your connection to God. And when you let that connection go, you can feel it. Everything is off. This struggle, tug of war with yourself takes place, and everything outside of you matches that. This is not right. This you don't like. That one doesn't like. It shouldn't be like this. It should be like that. Blah, blah, blah. But you're not going in to make the connection. You're feeding your peacelessness instead of your peacefulness and your silence. We do it all the time. But let's just take this time and breathe. Take a deep breath in. Breathe out. Step inside. Allow yourself to become comfortable in your own company. And use your third eye of wisdom to look at yourself. What do you see? Who do you see? What does your third eye of wisdom see in you? It sees your potential. Your capacity. Your strengths. Your powers. Your goodness. Your grace. And your gifts. Take some time to just look at yourself with your third eye of wisdom. And observe how your silence emerges in that awareness. Can you see yourself clearly? Through this third eye of wisdom. Just keep in mind that your inner wisdom and third eye of wisdom will only see potential. And in your potential there is a stillness. No insecurity, no wasteful feelings, no lack of self-worth, just potential. Makes you still inside. And in your stillness, there's a great strength and power that sustains your potential, your gifts, your truth. Om Shanti. If every day there's a practice of developing a relationship with your inner stillness, really finding that absolute proper link within you the soul and God's light together. You'll soar, actually. You would have discovered the purpose of being here. Nothing will be too small for you. Nothing will be too big for you. That inner stillness gives you the strength to maintain the best of you. It has no holes. It doesn't allow the best of you to leak out. It actually preserves the best of you. But when you're not still, everything drains. You lose a lot. But when you're stable, you're still, you preserve the best of yourself. Try it. So for our awakened question, it could be, what are the benefits in preserving inner stillness? Preserving your inner stillness offers a range of profound benefits. Enhanced clarity and focus, emotional stability, improved relationships, increased resilience, deeper self-awareness, better health, spiritual growth, creativity and innovation, balanced living. By preserving your inner stillness, you create a foundation for a more peaceful, fulfilling, and harmonious life. That is so true. That could not be more true. Let's take some time now and enjoy our beautiful Sister Gita effect.
Remain true to your original self and its qualities and values, and artificiality will not be able to penetrate your truth. Become both a child and a master as you journey along life. As a child, remain open and trusting, and listen. As a master, learn from experiences and realize their worth, no matter what the type of experience may be. Learning and letting go of the past provide and protect the self. When we inhabit a state of balance between master and child, we feel great in the sense that nothing in life is irrelevant or a curse or a misfortune. Everything in life has significance. Then Even if we face an enormous obstacle, we may not feel great at that time, but we will keep our sanity because when we trust, we know that life is for us, not against us. Disguised opportunities abound. I had my greatest lesson in trust from a little bird in Austin called Abigail. Thank you. Feel good.
It's always touching to hear her sharing, really. Today's Aviak signal: constantly stay under the Father's canopy of protection, and you will remain safe from Maya, the great illusion, and instead will remain in pleasure. Connects to our sharing today, right? This study is very high, and though it is a high study, you still have the faith that you will definitely be victorious and that you've already done well. Be a great donor with your good wishes and pure feelings, and keep giving spiritual powers, and you will be victorious over the thoughts that are happening in your mind every second. Wow. It's lovely, huh? So beautiful. So thank you all so much for joining us today, all of you out there in the world of media, whether you're on our Unify Facebook or YouTube or Meditation Museum or the LinkedIn, as I've heard. Thank you for taking time. And thank you to the crew here who is consistent in keeping everything going and up to par. And I've appreciated Santosh, how he likes to make sure everything is perfectly done, well produced. I remembered many, many years ago we used to try to hire people who didn't have the spiritual integrity or knowledge that we have. Shouldn't use the word integrity. What I mean by integrity is the knowing of spiritual knowledge. And despite how many we've hired and paid, it was never at the standards that Santosh would do it. And so I just want to commend him for his expertise and the way he manages everything and everyone to make sure everything runs smoothly. It's a far way from the days with Sister Gita hopping live on camera and us maneuvering all of the dramatics of things when we used to have her around, and she would just jump on front of the camera. What's going on? What are you doing? And I'm pretty sure our viewers could realize that there is something happening there. I remember there was a young boy, he used to come on called Akshay, and with his mother. And he would always make comments that would just blow your mind. And then one day he finally came over to meet us. We were in McLean, Virginia at the time. And he finally met Sister Gita for the first time. And he looked at me and he looked at her and he looked at everyone. And he says, "Oh, now I understand everything." Because he used to watch all the antics that we used to go through live with Sister Gita. She would just come, dance, talk, ask me if I'm hungry. And we're live now. And we're in studio. What a soul. What a soul. What times we're in. So, find your stillness, your power, preserve your power. Remember, in order to finish your attachments, keep practicing to love everything and everyone the same. Somehow it frees you on the inside. It'll liberate you. All right, let's make the world a better place by making ourselves better. Take care, and I'll see you again real soon. Om Shanti. Meditation, intimate experiences with the divine through contemplative practices. A common sentient series by Sacred Stories Publishing. The quieter you become, the more you're able to hear. Rumi. A time to choose. We find ourselves right now in the age of great transformation, one of the most consequential moments in human history. These are indeed the times that the great prophets and seers throughout the millennia have spoken about. Mankind has experienced and survived many eras of tremendous change, of course, yet with each turn of the spiral, the permutations become more amplified, as if there will be one final revolution of the cycle that turns it all around, so we can start anew once more.